fearless and factual.
And once again, it's time for Sports on the M Club. My name's Sedinam Edmund, and as always, Sports on the M Club is brought to you kind of sketchy Betway, and it's all about the scratch and win for the month of July. So you can be part of those who are going to be winning part of that 9 million Ghana cedis and total prize package ranging from free spins to free flights to hard cash and many more on the platform. Just log on to www.betway.com.gh. Stake a bet today. Get a digital scratch card. Then you do what? You scratch, you match, and you win. It's that simple. Just log on to betway.com.gh and you get to win for yourself after staking your bet. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. With Betway, you always guaranteed to get way more. Now let's get into our stories and start off from the front of athletics as Ghanaian sprinter Abdul Rashid Saminu has broken the national 100-meter record for the second time in 2 months, running a time of 9.84 seconds. Saminu, a standout from the University of Florida, or South Florida, I should say, also broke Benjamin Azamati's national record of 9.90 earlier in May. Where Ghana's Black Queens have, for the first time in a long while since 2016, actually made it into the semi-finals of the WAFCON. They would now face a daunting clash or tax as they try to beat host nation Morocco and possibly advance into the final. They did that by beating Algeria 4-2 on penalties, where goalkeeper Cynthia Conlan, she stood out in that particular game.
White and green.
Away from that, and now let's do some club news in Ghana as Kotoko have confirmed coach Abdul Karim Zito as their permanent gaffer for the next 2 years. So he was formerly the interim manager going into the latter stages of the 2024-2025 season, taking over from Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum just 2 months before the end of the season. Whilst being an interim coach, he has gone on to win the MTN FA Cup, thereby qualifying for the CAF Confed Cup and also beating Hartlefolk in that particular all-important President's Cup to win the coveted trophy. Kotoko will now travel to South Africa, where they will play Kaizer Chiefs in the Toyota Cup. Now let's do some golf, where Scotty Scheffler has cemented his place among golf's great. Yes, storming to his first Open Championship with a commanding display at the Royal Portrush, and he is currently the world #1. He arrived with 4 shots lead, left with a major to decide, and he actually won the game in supreme dominance. After the game, he had a lot to say concerning he being compared with one of the greatest ever to play golf, Tiger Woods. This was what Scotty had to say.
I still think they're a bit silly. You know, Tiger won, what, 15 majors? It's my 4th. Just got 1/4 of the way there. So just, I mean, I think Tiger stands alone in the game of golf. You know, he was inspirational for me growing up, and he was a very, very talented guy, and he was a special person to be able to be as good as he was at the game of golf. And I don't focus on that kind of stuff. That's not what motivates me. I'm not motivated by winning championships, and I don't look at the beginning of the year and just say, hey, I want to win X amount of tournaments. I want to win, you know, whatever it is. I don't do that. I have dreams and aspirations that I think about, but at the end of the day, you know, when I wake up and to practice, you know, I feel like what motivates me is just getting out and, you know, getting to live out my dream. I get to play professional golf, and I feel like I'm called to do it to the best of my ability. And so when I wake up in the morning, I try and put max effort in each day. I get to go out and practice, and when I'm working out, when I'm doing the cold tub and doing recovery, like I feel like I'm just called to do it to the best of my ability. And outside of that, I don't place much emphasis on winning tournaments. I don't place much emphasis on things that I can accomplish. It's just mostly about putting in the proper work and coming out here and competing.
In regards to sports on the M Club, we've got more highlights for you at 4 p.m. from the world of MotoGP all the way to some boxing, and we'll top it off with more football action. My name's Edina Medman. We're back at 4, but we're held down on this particular segment by Betway. Betway making it way possible to always win more. This time, it's about winning some exciting prizes in the mega scratch and win going on the site. Just log on to www.betway.com.gh, stake a bet, then you get a digital scratch card. Scratch, match, and win. It's that simple. This is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. With Betway, you always guaranteed to get way more. But do bet responsibly.
Now catch up with all the fun, the breaking news stories, sports, and business insight on mx24online.com. It's now time for us to dive deep into the world of entertainment and showbiz. Remember to visit the MX24 app to catch up on all the fun, the breaking news stories, the excitements of the AM Club, featuring engaging conversations, thrilling live segments, and exclusive content you do not want to miss out on. We'll be right back after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
It's Monday morning. Good morning, everybody. You're welcome to Entertainment News segment right here on the AM Club. My name is Daphne Flashy, and I hope you guys had an amazing morning. And I'm glad that you trust us with your week to help you start your week right. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, handsome.
Good morning.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, fine.
Daphne Flashley.
Yes,
I
please.
miss you. How are you
I
doing?
miss you too. I'm good, thank you. I miss you.
What is this? What is going on? What is this? Miss?
No,
Why,
it's
did
women.
you
You know,
miss?
women, we miss each other.
I don't even know what's wrong
every
with you, man.
single time.
Okay.
He hasn't learned. You know, before you take over someone's seat, you need to understand the rules of engagement.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't check how Jay has survived all these years of being on this set.
You didn't cross-check it.
You didn't question. But tomorrow is a big day, though. Tomorrow is Jay Kuchidas's birthday.
Ooh.
Yes.
We can't
So
wait.
you people, anybody who does not dramatize tomorrow, I got a problem with you, though.
And also, you already know his number one gift, right?
Exactly.
But Sadie, do you know his number one?
Do you know
gift?
his number one gift?
How? No, Jay and I will talk about different things. No, I don't.
Is he your friend? Would you consider him a friend?
Oh yeah.
But you don't
So
know what
you don't
his
know
number
his
one
gift.
is.
Nah.
So
Even
his number
Teddy
one
knows
gift,
his gift.
his Momo.
Momo.
I'm going to announce the Momo number right after your story.
Yes. Yes.
Gifts can start now, so that you don't have to rush tomorrow.
No, but you see, you can channel the gift through the gift table and
No.
the gift connoisseurs.
No.
To take it to him.
Even this year, Daphne and I are not collecting for him.
Simple.
This
But
year,
you are the ones who have decided not to collect for him. So since
and we
I am
are the-
sitting
we
in
are
for
the-
Jay today,
No.
you can wire it through me.
No.
To get
Wire
to
through
Jay.
you. Wire through you.
the money will not arrive.
Why you guys?
Let's get into our story before
Alright.
it gets
What's in the
critical.
world of entertainment?
Well, Molly is reminding us all that we have rent to pay. So instead of us to concentrate on her body and her dressing, we should concentrate on the rent we have next month to pay.
Good. She's growing. Let's hear what she has to say.
Well, so a video online that was circulating all over saw her performing at Wireless Fest. Number one, people were asking if she's pregnant. Number two, people were saying that they are disgusted by her dressing because she didn't look good. Those were the words that I read, and it's really, really sad. Now, she was just responding, and then her response was very, very, I like it. Her response was classy. You are coming to body shame me when you have rent to pay. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, so, but before that, I want us to take a look at the video, see the dressing and everything, get the perspective of what people are talking about, and then we can see if we can dissect it, if we are Team Molly or Team the people of the nation.
Of the nation. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So let's take a look at the video. I sent the video. Is that what?
Right, so we're having small technical challenges, but we will watch that video.
Yeah.
I think Molly, I saw the video, but I also saw some comments on social media about the performance in general. Someone,
I'm not seeing the performance comment.
someone said we are waiting for when she will actually sing, because she's here jumping on the stage and miming and pretending, not even miming. This one didn't even say this one says she's pretending to sing. So we'll wait.
Okay.
Like they have all day, they'll wait till when Molly decides to sing.
See, human beings are so, I don't know what we want.
I-
Because this same song that had people moving to, now in the comment section, people are saying that they are over it. Or this is the fifth time. Someone said that.
Consumer behavior, it's called.
No, what even really vexed me was when someone
Hey.
said that I heard this song when I was 35. Now I'm 36. So yeah, so that's the
35,
video.
36.
Let's take a look at the video. Now I need you to analyze the dress and whatever they're talking about, and analyze the performance too, so that we can get into it.
That's right.
You see, you guys don't know this thing about me. Your producer should tell you in your ears. I'm on her page, dancing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Please go and find the video for us. Let's see
I've
that
seen
shaking
it,
the
I've
mic.
seen it.
No, please. No,
You will
please.
play
Please,
it.
you can't play that one here. We will beg you.
Yeah,
See,
trend
no.
Let's focus on the Shake It to the Max
Let's
artist,
focus on
guys.
Shake It to the Max.
See,
What do we think?
see.
Should I speak as a lawyer,
Eh?
as a mother, a sister, or a journalist?
Mix it up.
Yeah.
I think as a journalist, I want to say that people just wanted to criticize her because they just were dissatisfied by by their expectations. Let me put it this way: the expectations were a bit over the roof about what they don't even know exists.
Yeah.
So they probably someone just wanted to pick on Molly. This is what she's been doing ever since I've seen Molly perform on stage. This is all she's been doing. Nothing different. I've not seen anything she's not done before. People know her to be doing this, especially with this particular song.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So people are probably just and I told you something, you said no. I said consumer behavior. Do you see this one? If they didn't bring what friend then promo, I think over the time, like after some time, I'll just probably not like the idea of touching, Cowboy Coffee again. But
okay.
the excitement they build around the brand continues to keep consumers around the brand. So for Molly, what this means is that basically no or Saturday shake it to the max. We need 35. He said we need 36. Why here in one prayer? It is consumer behavior. It is allowed. In fact, it is part of the human behavior, right? So you as a product should constantly evolve and move around yourself so that you can satisfy the very uncertain, what's the
Give her a word.
unsatisfied
Okay.
Oh, the
consumer.
uncertain consumer, because consumers actually don't know what they want.
Please, said it now. Can I say this before you come?
Please.
When Mimi spoke about excitement, like having to evolve excitement, I see excitement in the evolvement and excitement in the song. Shake It to the Max started with only her. Then now she moved to She and Shinsea and Skilly Bank. Then she realized that someone did If You're Done With Your Ex. And then now she went to add Shake It to the Max, Down With Your Ex, and put it together. Now, there's a new one that has come, which is who? Steph London. And then
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
I get what you mean.
Time
Listen, between you and I,
the side you are getting to is slippery.
wait, let me try to see if I can break it down to a point where you probably appreciate where I'm coming from. Listen, what all you said, in fact, when it comes to music, right, to keep a hit song relevant for some time, you even have to do a remix, right?
Yeah.
You make sure that the remix is a bang gaga.
But she has done remix,
You've done refix, reattach, redone. She's done everything with the song.
retouch.
That is why people are exhausted. Because one song, my recipe best 2000 is one song. Has Molly decided to evolve with her brand as a person? Does she even know if what she presents is loved? What are the statistics of the number of people? What are the statistics around her brand now? People that are watching her, people that have last year when she released, was it last year she released the song?
Yeah, last year.
Last year when she released the song, what are the numbers that were involved? Has she checked how many people are still streaming that song? Has it gone up? Why? You see, when we say that a brand needs to be intentional about putting themselves out here, it's not just your remix or tomorrow change your dressing. No. Someone likes Mimi the way she comes. So I'm going to maintain this. But then the person who loved Mimi in a white blazer will still be exhausted with Mimi in a white blazer.
Oh, yeah.
So which means that Mimi has to understand her consumers, her clientele, her people, and try to evolve within the same pattern that people like her. So you don't want to change and become crazy, but you want to stay within that same perimeters, but still giving them something new to think about every single time. True. So for me, it is Molly that needs to evolve. Molly should understand that this is not against her, this is for her. Lucky for her, people are already criticizing her early.
Yeah.
So she knows what to do.
Not in the peak of. She's already in the peak, but there's more to come. But let's
helps.
take a look at.
But seriously, you see, let me take it from this angle. When it comes to the dressing, that's for her. This was what she came out with the song. So if today, all of a sudden, the same people who were doing Yodom, are doing Crucify Him, then it's like Mimi said, human behavior. Simple. So she should just keep on being her. You understand? She should keep on being her. That's
so
all.
This is what she said. Hope all of you spending your day talking about my body again. Got rent and due bills ready. We are in the middle of the month. Just a reminder. Much love. So
That's on period. But that's on the face value. Inside, Molly needs a little bit of work to be done on the brand. Because one said, oh yeah, great artist, but on your solid brand.
And also, people need to get one thing right. When it comes to music, we have recording artists and we have performing artists. There are some artists that would give you great hits from the studio. When they come to stage, there are others.
For a long time, that person was King Promise, but now he's changed.
Please, I did not mention
I
anybody.
said it.
I did not mention
I'm giving him
anybody.
thumbs up. I'm giving him thumbs up because now he's a performing artist.
Okay, not more. I'm saying.
I'm not asking you to deny or
I'm not denying.
disclaimer. I'm saying that it is me. They heard my voice.
Okay, so I was saying, giving definition, she was giving example.
Guys, let's move on. I'm sure by now you've seen the cheating CEO and.
Hey, Charlie,
Kill me. Kill me.
Wow, breaking news. Astronomer CEO Andy Byron has resigned following Coldplay concerts. And so he has resigned from being the CEO of Astronomer.
Has he decided to resign and continue the affair, or he has decided to discontinue the affair?
Please remind
The
me
way
that
God will expose God will God will.
Wait, so who are we blaming? Which gender are we going to blame for this one?
But between you and I, Daphne, see, the woman is also married though.
No, she's divorced.
She's divorced.
She's divorced. Her divorce has gone through, so she's divorced.
It's on your evil woman.
Oh no,
So
you're
if there's
divorced.
any accountability, it's
from the man.
And the other one standing on the side who was laughing, no?
Who is she?
She works with them.
Ooh, so we know. So the entire company knows.
No, not the entire
this
company.
is tea,
So apparently she on the side also knows. Yeah, the one with the hand.
That is my bestie is holding me together. My sins.
Till we die. Wow. But
yeah, and she actually also got a promotion recently. She is, quote and unquote, the deputy to the lady.
Damn it.
Yeah. Mope juice.
Juice near there. So, yeah, he has resigned. I just want to know whether he's resigned to continue the affair or because his wife has also come out.
But did you see his statement though? Time is fast spent, so I won't really. Don't worry, tomorrow we'll because there's still more development.
The statement that he wanted to blame Coldplay. You went to a public event.
That and you don't want to be public
space.
About what
and
you were doing
there. Already know that this is what Coldplay does. They show lovers. So if you know that is the situation, at that point, then God said, "Oh yeah, your cup is full."
But you know, Coldplay has the next show after that. Some guys were wearing a mascot and actually reenacted everything.
No, and now people are reenacting it in South Africa too. It's all over. I guess it's a new challenge.
I guess a new challenge. Then let's jump on it. I hosted an event somewhere last week. No, not last week. I think 3 or 4 weeks ago. And at the event, it was for men. You know, it was to celebrate men and the great. At the end of June was the event, so I was, we're celebrating the great stuff men are. You know, the month of June was to celebrate mental health. Yeah, men mental health. So whilst there, I told them to your banner say, and say, I see you, appreciate you, you're great. I said, listen, course say. If you see there's a ring on the man's finger, don't see him.
Don't see
all his wife come and
see you. We see you.
We can't see you.
We are blind. We
are married man. We can't see you. Your wife can see you.
Oh my God!
It's an interesting conversation. I don't think none of us here has the not the wisdom, the knowledge to discuss marital issues. Because none of us, you are not married, I'm not married. You cried.
Oh, I am a
You're
counselor.
almost married.
Please, me, I am a counselor.
Almost married. But
Me, I am
but
a
I
counselor.
think we all know what is right
and what is wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that this expose will help them decide what they want to do with their life. But who will say, strangely, the woman is not like a young woman. So the men, it's not like Anna is the white man. It's not like they like the small girls like that. It's just the cheating and they almost there.
Anyway, so he stepped down so that the company would go on. They have investors and they want to keep their company going. Don't worry. They want them to go and keep their personal things out. But
of it,
hey,
well,
people.
ladies and gentlemen,
As it is cooking, it is coming.
I promised you that we were going to help you start your week right, and of course, we are doing just that. There's more coming up for you on the show, so do not touch that dial. Ooh,
Yeah.
don't touch that dial. Is it good? Is it good? Is it cool? Well, over to you guys.
Daphne, thank you so much for
welcome.
coming through. On that cheating note, Telecel Cash, you're secure and convenient. Oh my goodness. God, Mimi K. Oh, God, help us. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I think Charlie.
It's hard though.
So he said, now imagine, say, we need to be trained for Ojina a rapaholic.
And that they be
Now,
gone.
boy, be mean. Yes. Oh. Hey, gender men.
No, it's gender women.
Yeah, gender women too. Telecel Cash, your secure and convenient cash platform, is still offering the lowest charges ever. Even better, sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is still free on the Telecel Play app. So whether you are paying school fees, I know school fee season very soon, or sending cash to your favorite people like tomorrow, as you're about to send cash to J. Kojo Dasabre, just send it keke. What is here? Remember, you can make payment to all other networks anywhere cash transfer is accepted as a means of payment. Dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app to not send it keke. Send the cash nekeke. You know, Telecel connecting energies. And they're saying that that's not just what they want to give to you. They have more for you. More data, same price. Telecel bundle allocation have been reviewed and now offer 10% more data at the same old price. In addition, your favorite 400 Ghana cedis data bundle allocation has been increased from 190 GB to 250 GB and does not expire. So this means you get to enjoy more data at no extra cost. Simply dial *700# or *530# to access a variety of unbeatable data deals on Telecel, okay? Don't miss out on these enhanced offers. Stay connected with Telecel today. Telecel connecting energies. Energies are connected.
Yeah, connecting energies.
connecting
but
energy.
don't be connecting on Kill the Play.
And I'm saying that, you know, when you're connect with science, light bulbs and like negative and negative and negative.
No. Nege po.
Nege po.
So negative, you have to go with positive.
Positive.
Yeah.
Well, we're moving straight to our news review right here on the AM Club. Do not move.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
What gingered me to go into agribusiness was the community we are. I realized the farmers were not getting buyers for their produce after harvest. It was going bad, so I wanted to do something in my own way to at least curb the post-harvest losses. That's how I started. My journey started way back 2019, so I've been in business for 5 years now. The growth of the business has been massive because started from nothing, my mom's kitchen, using just a colander and a cheesecloth to juice. Right now, I have a land which we are looking forward to develop into a bigger production space. I've bought a commercial machine, I have my own freezers, and then also I've been able to put food on family's table by working with smallholder farmers, about 25 of them, which I buy from them directly after harvest.
I've been doing business with Munkaila for the past 3 years, and he's been one of my consistent buyers of the pineapple that I produce. Since he started producing the fruit juice, my business has been going up because since he buys from me, I also get money to feed my family, to take care of my family and all that.
We have about 12 casual workers we employ from the community.
I joined this business in the year 2022 when I'm about to start SHS. I was in need of money, so I wanted a job so that I can provide for myself. It has helped me in a way that I've been in a lot of places. I've been able to operate the machines and also getting money from my pocket and helping home.
I've been doing business with him since he started, about 5 years. What he's doing is very good because the drinks that he's preparing is raw, unlike the carbonated drinks in the market. We get the natural vitamins that we need, so it's very good.
Hotels, restaurants, we do deliveries to almost every part of Ghana. I recently won an award from Ghana Grows Agrofusion Festival. It's a bigger platform for me as an agripreneur because if Ghana Grows have been able to recognize what I'm doing, then it means I'm doing very well in the space I am. My vision is to become a farmer-owned company and then also a zero-waste company. So the whole idea is we'll farm ourselves so that we can produce good quality fruit products at a cheaper option to bridge the gap between carbonated drinks and natural fruit products. Also, every waste that we generate, some will be used for compost so that we can use it back for our farming activities so that we can do everything organically.
Mboa odoboa nunuanom na mala adewoba omem kakra manizi ohwe nunuanom nkakraman ohwe nkakakra sre nyame ni nhira mazaman onkodo onye ndama.
I'll tell him to do more of what he's doing and also his customer relations as he's doing should increase more.
I would really encourage him to continue doing the good work.
And you know, Uncle, since I'm in this coming to me, they are to me school in Yoma. Every time I know since I'm in this coming to me, they are my sisters and my brothers, and say, Yamin Shran pass of family with you.
I would encourage the youth to pursue more into agriculture because there are a lot of opportunities in agriculture. You don't have any excuse. Yours is to start. I started and now I'm growing. You just have to take a step and then you learn from your mistakes and your experiences. As you grow, you'll find your feet.
My name is Munkaila Mohammed. I'm the founder and CEO of Doka Fresh Enterprise. If I can do it, then it means you can also do it. Ghana Grows Hope Day.
Ghana Grows Hope Day.
Let's I'm strong. Mamma make a kametia. Rent back with the Pia Upa. Come on, come see what? Wait, this guy. My friend, see before.
It's the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Win cash daily, weekly, and a grand prize of 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Just reload or buy a bundle with Telecel Cash to earn points and stand a chance to win big. Dial *500# or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in and start winning in the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
When is campaign? If you're a baby, many schedule no. If you know, meto chiaka. Inti ene, uno ba no mpe baby amobeda. Oh, no abeka. You did too much money. No matter.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Charlie, you've sent me a box of empty cowbell coffee sachets.
Babe, those are cowbell coffee promo sachets.
Oh, for the cowbell coffee with you every moment promo. I could win that new MacBook I've always wanted. Or win Netflix subscriptions.
Or that vacation you've been waiting for.
Just submit 10 of these sachets to reveal a unique code printed on the inside. Dial to input your unique code.
Or you can scan the QR code, which takes you to a microsite where you can input your 10 unique codes from the sachet.
Your phone number is your entry, which makes you stand a chance of winning so many prizes.
Wait, want to know my fave?
Brand new Suzuki Jimny SUV.
Check out the website for more info.
This advert is FDA approved. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Once upon a time, in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello, bro. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you please show me where the Presby Church is?
Oh, sure. Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Right after that tree, there is a watch cellar. If you reach, ask there. Anybody will show you.
When the Black Stars stick to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach. Why Fatika on to be dribble? The coach must go. The sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As we wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibe.
Have you acted? Mami Gobe nu, the cocono. One Garino.
These, my dear ones, are some few moments that makes our Ghana truly special.
And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lele rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Lele rice, ye nimno free tete. This advert is FDA approved.
Join Konak Technology at the Odu Business Show, an exclusive evening of innovation, insight, and real solutions for real business growth. Date, Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. Time 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Location, Marriott Hotel, Accra, Ghana. Come discover how Odu ERP is helping businesses across industries automate operations, cut costs, and scale faster. Whether you run a startup or a large enterprise, this is your chance to see live Odu demos, explore tailored ERP solutions, connect with industry experts, network with fellow business leaders. Register now to secure your seat at konaktechnology.odu.com/events/business show 3. Register now. It is going to be an experience for your business growth. See you there.
Every day is packed with its own surprises. You never know which thrill is around the corner.
Feel good.
Or how it will play out. There's a sense of excitement.
Did our plane just stop?
Another cash out.
That adds a little magic to my everyday.
Feels like a party tonight.
Well, you're welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. My name is Miriam Udua-Kamenta. We're getting into our news review segment for today. Am I already... Okay, all right, I'm not going to say anything, so these young men don't hold me to it. But I do have my guests already seated. We're going to be getting into that. But before we have our conversation for this morning with Jibu Water, saying refresh has never been easier. Jibu Water provides clean, healthy water you can trust as your go-to source for drinking and cooking, with options of our innovative 20-liter bottles that come with a tap and 18.9-liter bottles. Your dispensers will have a breath of new life as our clean, hygienic Jibu water flows through them for your consumption. Contact us today on 020-9845817 for your bottle this morning. Jibu water, we say a better life. Carbo Coffee says they have something amazing for you. All you need to do is to put together 10 sachets of the promo packs, and of course, you are in there. So Netflix subscriptions, PS5 consoles for the gamers, smart TVs, phones, laptops, cash prizes, and even luxury or paid expense trip to Zanzibar. When my guests finish outing this morning, I'll take them to Zanzibar or South Africa. Plus, there's a cherry on top, a brand new Suzuki Jimny SUV. Just buy 10 promo sachets of Carbo Coffee. Find the unique codes inside and dial *713*27# to scan the QR code, or scan the QR code to enter your codes into the microsite. 10 sachets equal 1 entry. And boom, you're in. Okay, so check us out on at carbocoffee.gh, at carbocoffee.gh, on all social media platforms for more updates. This promo started July 15th and it ends on September 15th. This advert is FDA approved. Of course, this promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions definitely do apply, okay? Let's win big whilst we get into these conversations. Joining me this morning, Bernard Agbemor Eduzi, Tema West NDC Communication Team member. He obviously represents the NDC. Godfred Anabwachinanabi, Communications Team member, the MPP. Good morning. The people we're talking about, maybe we're going to be talking about for another how many weeks? How many weeks? To discuss delegates conference.
Well, I think, is it until the election?
No, I'm saying that how many weeks do you want us to discuss this? How many weeks do you want us to keep discussing your delegates conference? Oh my,
as long as you would want us to discuss.
Are you sure?
Oh, sure.
Yes, okay, sure. All right. But good morning, gentlemen. It's good to see you, Eduzi.
Good to see you, Mimi.
How are things? You had a funeral.
Oh yeah, that was earlier this year. Yes.
Our heart still goes out to you. How everything?
But I think I've been here after the funeral.
That. Yeah, after the funeral. Yeah, I haven't had conversation with you after that. So, my condolences to you. Did you wish him like now you fight with him?
I think this is my first time.
This is the first time. Yeah. Okay, all right. All right, gentlemen, let's get right into it. So NPP Delegates Conference happened over the weekend, and we're looking at some constitutional changes. You were looking at the two thrown out. We are going to, so if you are new to this conversation, NPP Delegates approved 54 motions, reject proposal on youth age election supervision, right?
That's true.
And so delegates at the New Patriotic Party's National Delegates Conference on Saturday, July 19th, approved 54 motions aimed at restructuring the party, which we have all, do I say agreed or proposed to be done? That the MPP should look into works, restructure the party, and so I think this is a call in the right direction. So they're refining its policies ahead of 2028 general elections held at the University of Ghana. So I'm going to jump right into motion 17, so to amend Article 730 of the MPP Constitution to allow regional executive committees to appoint independent supervisors for polling stations and electoral area elections, thereby excluding constituency level officers from that role. But it was thrown out because they're saying that, you know, it will not include grassroots participation, so they're not. And also the cap on age.
On age, yes.
Now let's jump right into it. What is happening? Why did that seem like a big deal for the grassroots to participate in dealings of elections when it comes to the MPP? Why was that so important for the MPP? Let's get right into that conversation. And then before you touch on those two key areas, especially those conversations that have been thrown, those constitutional reforms that have been thrown out, let's talk about the entire delegate conference. When people complain about the time, the fact that it's too early, I was having a conversation with one of your party members, and his point was that right now it looks like the party is divided. So to make sure that the party is together, we need one leader because there's so many people rooting for different people. So it's almost as if the MPP is divided. So having one leader, one face leading the party will bring some sort of unity in the party, thereby allowing for structured, management of the party as preparation towards the 2028 elections. And that, to my understanding, or in my understanding, makes sense, right?
Sure.
But generally, people are worried about the time. Why are we in a haze? On the ground, some people were not happy. Honorable Kennedy Japan is not happy at all because he felt like the entire thing was centered on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And we're discussing earlier that, listen, of course, he was a flag bearer in the just ended elections. And he was also the face of the party. So why not?
Okay.
Let's get your thoughts on that.
Good morning, Mimi, and good morning to my brother here. My condolences as well. Good morning, Ghana. Good morning to my own bosses, the soon-to-be lawyer George Sapon and lawyer Kwesi Kwatin Frempon. So the NPP delegate conference, timelines, is it early? I wouldn't say it's early. You see, when you look at the aftermath of the 2024 elections and the whole tensions that started rising, it was very important that we, as soon as possible, structured a lot of things within our political party. So, for instance, we have the Mike Okwe committee where we had a Okwe report. Some people were saying it should come out. Well, when President Mama lost in 2016, there was the same committee established. The report never came out. It is about the implementation of what's lies in the report. Again, we opened up for other recommendations, and there were some conversations around constitutional amendments. So we had the likes of Honorable Kojo Opon-Kroma and Dr. Ekuya Mwako and some other people on the Constitutional Review Committee. So as part of the recommendations, you realize that, no, look, we need to, as soon as possible, have our delegate conference. And most importantly, I know this is what everyone is looking out to, especially in the New Patriotic Party, the flag bearership election. I wouldn't say it's too early because, you see, election is a process. It's not an event. You don't win it one day. You get it. You see, this delegate, especially this year with the tension and everything, it's very important we have it very early because by the time you win, some people will be disgruntled and all that. You have to take time to unite all factions. And mind you, we are in opposition. You get it? So if you say you are going to have, let's say, the flag bearership election somewhere 2027, the question is, at what time are you going to unite all disgruntled factions? At what time are you going to put resources together? How focused will you be on the incumbent government and all that? So I don't think there is actually an issue. However, what we need to understand is that in a democratic society like the NPP, we need to be more focused on transparency. We need to be more focused on we don't need to bring in any biases, no impartiality, because at the end, we are all sons of the elephant, we are all daughters of the elephant, and the elephant remains the reigning symbol. At a point where some people feel they are being secluded, it's very bad. You see, we are talking about Honorable Kennedy on Hine Japan's instance. Mimi, let's be very honest with ourselves. See, some people were making a comparison that how do you say that a former MP should have the same platform as a former vice president? See, that is very flawed. When you take Honorable Kennedy on Hine Japan, Ken is an institution on its own. You see, if Ken wasn't in this race, let's imagine if Ken wasn't in the race against Dr. Bawumia, do you think an important function like this, Ken wouldn't have been allowed to talk?
Well,
that is a very important question we need to ask ourselves. You see, we can see the schemes and everything that are ongoing, but even at this delegate conference and the applause and all that, me, I wasn't moved. You know why? At the University of Ghana, per the official records, we had about just 5,300 people there. The original voters are over 200,000 people. Even with that, if not for the fact that we are going with a top-bottom approach, we would have been having in excess of 300,000 delegates. Because you see, based on the constitutional reforms, now we've had expansion of the constituency officers. We've had some other inclusion. So, for example, now former DCs, former MPs, former ministers can have a vote. Former executives can have a vote, and all that. You realize that there is this slight expansion of the electoral college within the NPP. But it was very bad. You see, after a man donates 4 million Ghana cedis towards an important function like this, and not even a minute to speak.
But what have they given any explanations to why they did not allow him to say a word at the event?
Well, that is what I'm saying. Some people are justifying on social media that he's a former MP. Today, you know, Ken is a former MP. We were in this country, even 2020 elections, when Honorable Ken wouldn't even be campaigning his constituency. You see, at that time, when Honorable Ken is coming to maybe Lutukuku to campaign for the candidate today, he's seen more like the flag bearer coming. You see, there was that presence. But it's normal.
So what
but
has
you
changed?
see,
The fact that
that's why you see, I asked a very important question. See, let us imagine that Honorable Ken was not competing Dr. Baumia. Do you think Honorable Ken would have been to a function like, and you wouldn't be allowed to talk? Oh, please, come on. But if you want to know the real organic support, go and watch the videos of when Honorable Ken was coming to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It took Honorable Ken about 32 minutes to move from Okponglo traffic to just the entrance. You see, the entry was mega. The organic support was there. And I believe strongly that come 31st January 2026, if Jesus tarries, Honorable Ken will be the flag bearer elect of the New Patriotic Party. And there are no two ways about that. So we've had some constitutional amendments. And then again, I think two of them we didn't agree to. The first one especially on the regional executives electing electoral officers. I don't agree to that. If we have constituency executives, even now we even have electoral area executives. You see, formerly we had electoral area coordinator. But now we are going to have electoral area chairman, electoral area secretary, more like even a constituency-based something. So if we have all these people in place, why can't we have electoral officers manning the constituencies of the electoral area? And then, you see, one thing with the youth organizer, personally, I felt the age cap would have been important. Because this is about youth. You see, it has to do with a lot of mobilization, a lot of strength, energy. You see, by the time you are competing an election and you are about 40 years, and you see, if now the current age cap is 40.
It's 40, yes.
When you win youth organizer at 40 years, in maybe, because we don't even have any roadmap for our, aside the flag bearership, we don't have any roadmap for the others because it's a top bottom. So it's after the flag bearership that we are going to know when we are going to elect all these people. If someone is elected at a point where maybe the person is 40 years, meaning by the time you get to 2020, the person is around 43 years. You know, physically, you get it.
You want a fresh blood?
Especially for the position, youth organizer. But it's democracy. Majority of the people said they want to maintain the age cap. We don't have an issue with it. And even on that, I believe strongly that my own boss, lawyer Clement Opoku Jemfi, Kwame Poku CID, will be the next youth organizer of the MPP. But Mimi, this is what I would say to the New Patriotic Party. See, when you study critically the election data of the 2024 election, and when you look at the aftermath of the election, when you look at the things making waves, let us make no mistake. The best person to lead the party is Honorable Ken Ohene-Agyapong. Now, I'm going to give you just 3 parameters. You see, the 3 primary things crippling this country are 1, corruption, 2, unemployment, and then 3, environmental degradation, which is now galamsey, popularly known. On corruption, why do you think corruption keeps thriving in our society? Political correctness, because we shield the individuals at the expense of the nation. That is what Professor Moose will describe as each man for himself, God for the selected few. You see, when you take a figure like Honorable Ken Ohene-Agyapong, who has been in politics for over 32 years, and there's not even a single corruption tag on the man, what does that tell you? You see, I have listened to Honorable Ken when he tell you, see, if you are good, when I come, I'll give you the position. But when you mess up, I will chase you, I will sack you, and I will jail you. See, knowing Ken to be Ken. Come on. Every Ghanaian can attest to this. Honorable Ken will not come and play the usual political correctness and all that. No. Because he doesn't. This is a man who can speak truth to power, even when his party is in government. He can call them out. What makes you think this man cannot stop something? See, annually we lose about $3 billion to corruption.
Right.
The reason some children are under trees, the reason women are giving birth on the floors is because state funds are being siphoned into individual pockets. I believe that we need that sort of boldness from Ken. Unemployment. See, as a private individual, as an entrepreneur, Honorable Ken has employed over 7,000 people, estimating to reach over 15,000 people by 2028. Talk about his cold storages, talk about his plastic factory, talk about his investments in agribusiness. He has a proven track record. He has a business capital, he has a social capital, he has a political capital. On Galamsey, trust me, this government can do nothing about Galamsey. With this, their blue water garden and all that.
Okay,
See,
so I think enough has been said about
yes,
Kennedy
basically.
be a president. So I guess the outcome of the delegate conference is not very satisfying to you, but at least you got something.
Oh, there were some biases,
Yes,
but generally the constitutional amendments, it's fine. It's quite okay.
Eduzi.
Mimi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let me say
briefly your thoughts, because this is not your forte. Briefly your thoughts on that.
Of course.
We get into that conversation.
I mean,
looking at the delegate conference from the outside, is there anything to pick up from there? You know, that could aid the NDC in fixing some of the things that you probably had as issues, if you can relate to what happened on, was it Saturday?
Yeah, yes. Sure, Saturday.
Thank you, Mimi, and good morning to our viewers. And thank you, my brother, for your condolence message to me. So today is July 21, posthumous birthday of Professor Mills. He mentioned him. And yes, so I want to celebrate Professor Mills for who he was and his vision for the country, his personality. I mean, a unifier, somebody who detested corruption and whose vision is still guiding the National Democratic Congress. And so may his soul continue to rest in peace, and may those of us who are still existing keep learning from him to better our country. And for the NPP, let me congratulate them. Saturday, I was a bit happy when I saw that, you know, they still had the base cheering them on. It's not easy for a political party to suffer defeat in that manner as they did in 2024. And so I was happy. Like Mimi, you know, I'm a firm believer in multi-party democracy. And I believe that for us to have a functioning government, we need a very strong, vibrant opposition. Let me paint a picture of how a government without an effective opposition will be. Imagine all the bad things, the misgovernance we experienced in the past 8 years without a vibrant opposition. Imagine the likes of Okudzeto Ablakwa, Sami Jemfi, Fifi Kote, Haruna Idrisu. Look at the pressure they gave the government. Look at the wrongs they fished out, you know, the mismanagement, the corruption allegations and all. This is why we need a very effective, and I'm sure that voters base their voting decisions on some of these things that minority or the opposition did. And that is why we need a very effective. I always pray that the MPP will bounce back. I believe, without any doubt, whether there is a strong opposition or not, John Mahama will deliver on his mandate. But I still believe that he may even do better if the opposition is vibrant and strong. So I always pray for the MPP that they should get back on their feet. So I was happy when I saw the base, you know, cheering them up on Saturday. And a few things. You see, we are witnessing the MPP needs restructuring. It needs a very strong leadership. And I believe that the party is stronger than any individual. Can you imagine the NDC giving orders that we are not contesting in a by-election, and then the candidate will say, me, I am contesting? Can you imagine it? Fifi Kote giving orders that in this particular by-election, we are not contesting. How dare you candidates say you are contesting? But we witnessed that in the just ended Agbemor by-election. It shows, or it is an evidence of what? Weak governance, weak leadership in the New Patriotic Party. And I blame it all on Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo because he hijacked the party. He detected...
these are all allegations.
No, Mimi.
These are all allegations.
When you speak to insiders, I have facts. Look, Akufo-Addo makes sure that people who had principles, people who could hold him on and tell him that, no, this policy will hurt the party. He made sure they lost their positions. Look at Kwabena Japan. For the 16 years that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo led the NPP, you know, they appear to be okay because they were in power for the past 8 years. But look at what is happening now. It has become so obvious that the NPP lacks leadership. I tell you, imagine NDC in opposition. How dare you? Look at Johnson Asiedu Nketia. Look at Fifi Kote. They give orders. Even the past party chairman, Ofosu Ampofu, they give orders and you flout it. They said no aspirant is allowed to campaign and you flout it. How dare you? Recently, you heard Fifi Kote, even when we were in government, he said, I am sending a message even to the Flagstaff House that there is no single individual who is bigger than the NDC. Why? Because people will come and go. The NDC is a vehicle that allows you to win power. So you can't come and be dictating to the party what to do. So I blame it all on Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And now that he's no more, I mean, in the helm of affairs, we all can see the weakness within the party. So they need to restructure. Look, it looks as if they are in a hurry to elect a flag bearer. I don't get it.
But I've given you one reason. He has tried to explain to us why that is important. It doesn't. Because like you are saying, let's use your own words.
And even our party constitution says that when we are in opposition, we must elect a flag bearer 2 clear years before election.
So that's in your constitution.
2 clear years. You see,
yes.
A flag bearer was elected, he lost power. The people who elected the flag bearer, being the delegates who are constituency, polling station, regional and national executives, are still there. And you want the same people to go and elect another flag bearer.
But it's a loyalty not towards the MPP, but you know, because you're making it look as though the loyalty is to the individual that they elected, as opposed to the loyalty being to the MPP as a party.
So the right thing is that after an election, we need to go back to the base, elect new polling station executives. I am happy that, and I'll speak to that, you know, some of the amendments, I mean the proposals. Now they've added what they call electoral area. Is the electoral area? We call it ward, you know, executives. And I'm happy that the NDC has set the pace. At least they have learned something. We do not appoint.
Please, if you learned from them, just
yes,
give them
just
credit.
acknowledge it. Just acknowledge
Where did you learn it from? Where?
Because as it stands, the NDC is well structured from branch to electoral area before polling station, regional, and then the national executive. And I'm happy that they've also learned, and now they are also going to implement same, just to have a very layered, you know, structure. And so you elect leaders at these levels, and then they in turn will elect a flag bearer. Now you are saying that this same group of people who elected a flag bearer should go and vote for another flag bearer. And that is why...
Do you get where I'm coming from when I say that? Yes, they are the same people. It would have been nicer to switch things around, because you might have people who are the old or the previous flag bearer bias, and so they might not make informed decisions. So you want to do that, but aren't we trying to promote a certain system where people are more loyal to individuals than they are to the party? Humanly, you might accept that, but I mean, as a system exists, don't we want to trust that these delegates know what is good for the party? And so even though they elected the former flag bearer, they would make informed decision to elect another. You don't think that's possible?
Everyone will tell
On a
you
lighter
that.
note, I heard that you people have a national, an MPP anthem now. And
we both had an anthem.
okay, so apparently there's a new one. Is there a new one?
No,
Because I saw someone trying to mock it, and I
leave
thought that was very...
Shemima. Leave Shemima. Let's focus
please,
on
I'm
her
not
work
asked to
at.
mention name.
Yeah, it's Shemima. I don't even... Oh, please.
Yes. And another thing I will speak to is that special delegates, the one that they will first hold to...
We are not having the super delegate yet.
No,
You're not doing it
yes,
anymore.
and I'm happy that, you see, that led to, what's the name? Alan Cash, you know, pulling out.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really, and excuse me for the want of a better word, make sense to me that you will say that we have, quite a lot of people contesting the flag bearer race, and so let's hold a special, election where it is not everybody who is going to have that opportunity to be led by a special group of people. This gives rise to the establishment candidate kind of thing, and it's not fair. So I'm happy that they have taken that also out, and I really hope that the MPP, will strengthen its base. But of course, the fortunes of the MPP in the 2028 election is not tied to whether they strengthen their base or not. It is very much a referendum on the performance of the incumbent. And I believe that every election is a referendum on the incumbent. And I don't see, look at what he's doing now, firing his own.
So I believe
prosecuting his own.
Point on
it doesn't
the
look
conference
like the MPP has
let
a
us
chance.
stay on the conversation of the MPP delegate conference a little bit, and touch on Akwatia MP's the conversation around that. I was not on the ground. So maybe what we saw on television did not highlight the fact that the MPP recognizing they're losing a member. I did not see that.
Oh, we did.
Did you do that? Did you spend a minute's silence?
Yes, we did.
You did all of that?
We did.
Okay, so the conversation they didn't pay attention to.
Oh, we
that
did. We had a minute's silence
Okay.
for Honorable NST Alkumi.
And what is the conversation around that now? Because again, you had 90 days to elect, to go through an election. A by-election.
Yes, I'm sure in the coming days, the General Secretary would outline the procedures because, you see, the issue was that the family hadn't officially written to Parliament.
Right.
So that's why when Honorable Mahama Yariga raised it on the floor, we felt it was very insensitive. And at a point, even the minority boycotted the sitting.
Yeah, but is that not is that not wrong on the constitution of the country? Yes, we do understand the sentiments. We do understand the pain.
Sure.
That is, but then we have a country to run. So if someone brings up the conversation saying that, listen, we still have this pending, should we not visit this conversation without emotions?
But you see, the point is, even look at the timeline. If the constitution gives the EC up to 90 days, how many days had it been since the man passed? So it looks like the NDC is only thinking and caring about just the political seat. So even when you listen to what...
I disagree.
Even when you listen to what their own speaker said, what did Abambagbin say? He said, it's like we are becoming a people...
He's not their own speaker. The speaker is
he's an NDC man.
But he was a speaker in your government.
So the point is, if you listen to what Right Honorable said, he said, it's like we are becoming a people that we don't even care about humanity. All we care about is power.
Right.
Because no one was expecting the Honorable Mahama Yariga to raise that on the floor of Parliament. So when the family officially informs Parliament, I'm sure Parliament will alert the EC. When EC brings their timelines, we would have our internal primaries before then, and then we'll see.
So let's jump on to the next topic for this morning.
Can I have a bite on
no, you can't. I think you already did.
I think I'll be brief on the.
No, but I think that it is in their space. Whether or not their MP is going to be.
With regards to the minorities walkout on, I think it was just an expression of emotions. I mean,
but I highlighted that.
Yes, you know what? That question raised by Honorable Mahama Yariga brought about a clarification of the provisions of the Constitution, which is very important. Assuming, and the ruling Speaker Bagbin made, assuming he didn't raise that question, I believe that it will still have happened maybe in the future. So, we visited the family. The clerk was with us. And probably the Busia Penny informed, the members of Parliament that, this year has passed.
So now between what I just said and what you're saying, what's the difference?
Of course, and so what is the motivation
but we do understand that. We do understand that the two factions, right, have different emotional standings. One has lost a member.
Yes.
The other is sympathizing with them, but also has a country to run. And so you know that emotionally they might not be in the same place. That does not rule out or negate how they feel about a certain.
So what's the motivation behind the walkout?
Conversation there, my guy. This was not your state of the National Cathedral and matters arising. This has been a conversation overdue. I don't want to burden you with things that are not important to you, my brother. The MPP has things to do. So the Minister of State in charge of Government Communication, Felix Kwachio Fosu, has unveiled that troubling details surrounding the National Cathedral project initiated by the former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, citing findings from a reviewed audit report by Deloitte and Touche. Is it Deloitte or Deloitte and Touche? The audit, which covers the period...
Deloitte or something.
Deloitte.
Yeah. Deloitte. Wow, well, that's doing French, Deloitte and Touche. The audit, which covers the period from 31st December 2021 to 31st December 2023, reveals a litany of financial irregularities, including procurement breaches, unsupported expenditures, and poor governance practice within the National Cathedral Secretariat. Is that secretariat still functioning, or it's been...
I learned President Mahama has directed the Attorney General to dissolve the secretariat.
Dissolved it, yeah, which is something we were expecting to happen anyway.
Oh, that very, you all come down to
the report points to a widespread disregard for due process with unexplained payments, discrepancies in contract values, and weak internal control, painting a picture of mismanagement at the highest level. And sharp departure from previously reported features, the government now indicates that the total financial commitment to the project stands at $97 million. This includes an outstanding payment of $39 million owed to the contractor despite the project being abandoned for several years. Notably, the flawed nature of the contract means that costs continue to accumulate daily, further deepening the financial burden on the state. Now, last week I did hear conversations that monies that have been reported to have been missing at the Secretariat or in the coffers of the National Cathedral are there. And why are people not talking about that? But these are conversations coming from the government's communication, which means that they have credible documents to buttress their point. I'm going to start with you, Eduzi. This conversation has been one of your key areas in campaigning, which means that people would have thought that critical attention will be paid to this entire conversation and making sure that we come to some sort of a resolution. Where are we now? With all these figures that have been thrown around, who is accounting for it? Who is going to be responsible if these discrepancies are truly sustained in having this conversation? Let's get into it, please.
Thank you very much, Mimi. I think that we are not surprised about the findings of the report, because we have always held that there are grave financial irregularities, mismanagement of public funds in this whole National Cathedral project. You remember, this was actually a personal promise made by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo for winning the election on his third attempt. And so he was building a cathedral to honor God or show appreciation to God for giving him such an opportunity. And it was never meant to be a public-sponsored project. But what did we see later on? We realized that the government was pumping money into that project. And apart from that, those monies were not properly being accounted for. We saw the likes of Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng, a.k.a. All the funny things we saw. So I followed Okudzeto Ablakwa very well on this campaign against the National Cathedral project. And so I'm very much privy to some of the things that the report, found. For instance, in terms of the amount of money that was paid to Sir David Ajayi, the Secretariat or the government of Ghana, the seat of presidency, reported that over 111 million Ghana cedis was paid to him. But from the camp of Sir David Ajayi, we realized over 117 million. So we have in excess of 4 million Ghana cedis. Where did that money go? But you see, one thing that we must clarify is that this is not, or how do we call it? This was just a report to show what went on. As to where the monies went and how the monies were used, we need to conduct an audit to find out what did, somebody who was supposed to use the money for a particular purpose do with that money, or the excess of 4 billion or 4 million cedis, where did it go? What did they use that money for? For now, you may say that, in our records, we made payment of so and so, and there are receipts to that effect. It doesn't justify the use of that money. To say that, so a shirt that was supposed to be bought for 100 Ghana cedis, you paid 500 Ghana cedis for it, and you are saying that because you have receipt to show that you actually bought it for 500 Ghana cedis, it is justifiable, there was no wrongdoing. That is not it, because you misappropriated state money. So we have to conduct a new report to find out where the monies went before we can prosecute. And for where we are, we have actually dissolved the secretariat. And so it is no longer existing. We are not paying anybody's salary. In fact, from the minister's own account, nobody has reported to work ever since the NDC took office. Because their seat is in the seat of government. And they have never been there to work. So we don't have anybody serving in that secretariat. And for the board of trustees, you know, it is a legal entity. And so they have to go through legal procedure, and they have directed the Attorney General to get that board dissolved. But I am not surprised again, because you remember the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan William and Pastor Istudanaba, when they issued a joint resignation letter resigning from the board of trustees. These were things they stated. And in fact, Bishop Dark, he stated that there is this whole opacity surrounding the expenditure of the board. His advices were not taken. They were doing stuff in the dark. They were supposed to be taking financial decisions. He was not even privy to some of the things that they were doing. And so he was just bearing the name that he was a trustee. And these were people who had integrity to protect. And so they took steps to resign from the board of trustees. Yet still, people believe that there was no wrongdoing. Mimi, how on earth can you justify the use of $58 million just for digging a hole? And you say that because there are receipts to that effect, it is justifiable. We can't be serious in this country with this kind of thinking, that because you were able to produce receipts, you spent 58 million cedis.
Stop shouting.
And all we can see is a hole.
Right.
You spend taxpayers' money to import stones from Israel. That, they are closer to God. This whole thinking of the Ghanaian, that I need to go to Israel to pray for God to hear me, and so we need to go and import stones.
You are diverting.
It all fits into this kind of thinking. And so when government was giving bondholders horrible haircuts, they had money to import stones to build a so-called cathedral. Look at the infrastructure that was demolished. Judges were there. You know, we had the scholarship secretariat there. Right. Buildings were pulled down. Look at the cost involved in that. And so, yes, nobody who is an accomplice in this whole mess will go scot-free. Right. And I can bet you on that.
Mimi, so please. Following the findings of Deloitte, as a Ghanaian and as a Christian, I was very sad that I couldn't defend the National Cathedral project better. And here is why. You see, when we're constructing the Jubilee House, we're in this country. When the NDC said so many things, weaponized it for political gains. So they even joked that when they come to power, we're going to turn it into a poultry farm. President Kufuor said something. He said, let us not be a country that knows the cost of everything but the value of nothing. We were in this country when they said, even in opposition, that they are going to turn the place into a children's hospital because we don't have enough hospitals, we don't have enough schools, etc. If President Mahama, a Christian, a member of Assemblies of God, thinks it is irrelevant to build a national cathedral, but it is okay to turn it into a national cultural center.
Nobody.
And it is okay to build a Hajj.
Did he really say that?
And it is okay to build
and the government communicator clarified. Nobody has said they are converting into anything. Let's educate the public. Nobody has
said. I'm not going to let you talk, but I haven't heard this. I'm going to disregard that.
Here's the thing with the National Cathedral project. You see, Deloitte had an audit. The Minister for Government Communications came out and read a report. Right afterwards, there was a release from the National Cathedral Board. And I have it here. I can read it out. It says that the attention of the board of the National Cathedral has been drawn to a press conference on the project by the Minister for Government Communications. The board is reviewing the full content of the press and will respond accordingly. In the meantime, the board seeks to make the following immediate comment. On the third paragraph, we note with concern that the press conference held is not a full disclosure, because it focused mainly on the management letter and not the actual audit reports for 2020 to 2023.
Right.
This is rather strange. The press conference was skewed towards queries in the management letter. Before I even come down to that, I have served as JCLG president when I was in UCC, Ugwaho. The thing with audits is that, Mimi, if you are the auditor, when your queries come, I have the chance to respond and make clarifications, because some of your findings, you may not understand them until I respond. So for you to have the concise audit report, it's about having the queries and the responses. What the fellow Kwacho was to do, he went there to read the queries where they had the responses. That aside, Mimi, when you check the audit findings of Deloitte, it was stated that they had mobile money transactions of about 3.4 million cedis. Yet Felix Kwacho stood on live TV and said they had 38 million Ghana cedis. So totally contrast and totally different from what we had in the audit report. So the question is, what is the intent of the government? Is it about finding ways and means to just paint the board of trustees black just because when you're in opposition you weaponize the National Cathedral project? See, the point is this. When you talk about $58 million and they dug a hole and this and that, see, the $58 million went into architecture, it went into the foundation, and everyone who has built knows the cost of foundations of buildings.
So
yes, it went into all these things.
$58 million on foundations.
The point is, you've had Deloitte, an internationally recognized audit firm. Audit the National Cathedral.
So we should really scrutinize the audit as opposed to
audit.
You can get a report online.
It's 10 o'clock. I'm sorry, but this issue does not need one day. I will still be looking at National Cathedral conversation is a year-long conversation. We are coming back on Monday to get
these guys
into that conversation.
Yes, we need to get into the
actual report.
This is actually there.
They're going to jail Opokunyina. They're going to jail Kusibuati. We need to find out.
How do you jail someone
without? But here you are. Deloitte has shown you
and to you, Alga, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We are going to be getting into this National Cathedral conversation even better and make sure we get clarity for you because we do this for you. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah. See you again tomorrow. Gentlemen, thank you.
Hi, my name is Ruki. I'm a TV host and a self-styled chef. Cooking is my ultimate passion and it's something I would say it's my calling. Now, for those who cook a lot like me, there's one fact they always state. Ingredients decide how tasty your food is. And for me, the game-changing ingredients is water. Tap water at the moment is not the best option considering what's going on in the country. Also, such as water can taste weird and produce too much waste, so it's a no-no for me. My number one choice for cooking is Jibu water. Cooking with Jibu water enhances the flavor of your food. And it's not just that. Unlike other brands where you have to pour it from a heavy bottle, the 20-liter dispenser bottle comes with a tap that makes things so easy. So you see how simple it is with Jibu? Cooking with Jibu gives you big flavors and great taste without all the stress. Remember to cook with Jibu.